Hello everyone. Today I have a story for you. A story from a small village about a boy who learned the true power of focus. By the end of this story, you will understand how deep focus can change your life completely. There was a quiet village, surrounded by green fields, warm sunlight, and simple lives. In that village lived a boy named Aaron. He was known for something special. He was intelligent, hard-working, and sincere, but life was not easy for him. Aaron lived with his mother, and he helped her run the home. Every morning he woke up before sunrise. He walked to the fields, plowed the soil, watered the plants, and worked until sweat covered his entire body. Only after finishing his work, he came home, washed up, and studied for a short time. He loved studying, but he had very little time for schoolwork. Still, everyone in the village believed that Aaron would top his 12th grade exams. They believed in his intelligence, and Aaron also tried his best. Finally, exam time arrived. Aaron worked in the fields during the day and studied at night under a small lamp. When the results came, something unexpected happened. Aaron failed one subject. It felt like the sky fell on him. But the worst part was not the failure. It was the villagers. Every day when Aaron walked from his house to the fields, people whispered, laughed, and threw sharp words at him. Look, the smart boy who failed. He can't even pass one subject. All his confidence is useless. Their words were like thorns. Aaron stayed silent, but inside his heart was breaking. One evening, after a long day of work, Aaron went to his teacher, Mr. Anderson, an old man with a calm voice and kind eyes. Aaron stood quietly in front of him and said, "Teacher, when I walk to the fields, people mock me. They laugh at me. I cannot tolerate it anymore." The teacher looked at him, nodded slowly, and said, "Aaron, tomorrow morning I want you to do something." "What is it, teacher?" Aaron asked softly. "Take a large pot, fill it completely with milk, and walk through the same path. But remember one thing, not even one drop must fall. Not a single drop." Aaron was confused. Why would the teacher ask him to do something so strange? But he respected his teacher, so he agreed. The next morning, the sun rose gently over the fields. The birds began to sing. The village started waking up. Aaron filled a big pot with fresh milk right to the top. The milk was full, heavy, and still. He held the pot carefully with both hands and stepped outside. He took slow steps. The pot felt shaky. One small mistake, and the milk would spill as he walked. The villagers again stood on the sides of the path, ready to mock him. Some whispered, some laughed, some looked at him with judgment. But something different happened that day. Aaron couldn't hear anything. His eyes were fixed on the pot. His hands were steady. His breath was slow and careful. All he saw was the milk. All he heard was his own heartbeat. All he felt was focus. The world around him became a blur. Voices faded. Faces disappeared. Even the loudest laugh sounded like a faraway echo. He reached the fields. Not a single drop had fallen. Later, he walked back to his teacher. "Teacher," he said, "I was so focused on the pot that I did not hear anything on the way." Mr. Anderson smiled gently. "That is exactly my lesson for you. When you focus deeply on your work, your goals, your dreams, people's words lose their power. Their noise becomes meaningless. Just like that, Aaron felt something change inside him. A new calmness, a new strength. From that day on, he stopped worrying about what others said. He studied with more focus than ever before. He worked in the fields with deeper peace. He walked with confidence because he understood. The secret: focus makes noise disappear. The turning point came when Aaron realized that the world becomes quiet when the mind becomes focused. He understood that he had been listening to the villagers more than listening to his own heart. A mind focused on its target becomes untouchable. That moment changed him forever. Aaron started preparing for his exam again. He worked hard every day without worrying about others. Slowly his confidence returned. His fear disappeared, and his heart became stronger. The village didn't change, but Aaron did, and that made all the difference. One early morning, as he stood watching the sunrise, the golden light touched his face. He smiled because he knew, when you focus on your goal, all negativity becomes blurred. Just like a camera blurs the background. That is the true power of focus. So if you ever feel hurt by people's words, if you ever feel doubt, sadness, or pressure, remember Aaron's story. Take a deep breath. Hold your milk pot, your goal, your dream with steady hands. Stay focused, stay strong, and let everything else fade. If this story resonated with you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more stories that can change your life.